Happy Sunday. Welcome. So glad you were able to join. I'm going to get in the live chat here. And then I am going to give the room just a minute to build. And I think we will be good to go from there. Happy Sunday, Suz. I'm not sure what's going on with my... I don't feel like I'm centered. Hello, happy Sunday. Dazzle Me 77, CF, Life Help Now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. We have a few things to get through today, but I hope you all had an amazing week. Hi, QB, Bianca, welcome. I want to start by saying, hi, Lucinda, happy Sunday. That this past week, hi, Sunflower 6, I had to travel for work, and I have been so tired since I got back. I don't know what came over me. It's what I call a blurred lines week, so I was able to get of course, business, but mix a little bit of pleasure in the week as well. And those usually kind of tap my energy out. And yesterday, for the most part, I spent the day in bed. And I have been slow to get in gear today. So, thank you, Bianca. Happy Sunday, Keisha. Happy Sunday, Ingrid. Welcome, ladies. So, let me start with what do I want to start with? Let's start with some influence that was that influence I received, right? I know I have influenced some, many, maybe all of you into a purchase or two. Be kind. But I also am influenced by you ladies that have channels as well, and some of you that don't have channels have even been able to influence me. And we're going to start by, preparing, rolling out the red carpet for Mo Knows Beauty to go on up to the Enabler Corner, because Mo on last Monday did a video that I have searched high and low all over YouTube for years to see, and she finally did it, and it kind of gave me a little bit of what we affectionately refer to as purse piece. And that was the comparison between the LV Neverfull and the medium Russell. So much, in fact, that she influenced me to see my medium Russells as permanent fixtures or as handbags. Some of you know that I tried Russell, the leather version, traveling, and it was not a great experience. I didn't feel like the strap drop did the bag any justice. It got really heavy or heavier as the week progressed. It was, bulky coat, sweater, blazer season. It just wasn't a great experience. It did travel well. It held all of my stuff. But for whatever reason, I was like, it's a no for me. Well, I came back and I tried it again, different season, and I really did enjoy it, strap drop aside, because that strap drop is the devil. And since then, I used medium Russell as my book bag when I was in law school, the chestnut version. So I do have chestnut bags in my collection. And after Mo did her comparison on Monday and helped me to realize that the strap drop sucks on both the Dooney and the LV version, I got this overwhelming satisfaction and peace, because For me, with the Dooney version, I have the option of multiple sizes that I already have in my collection. It comes in at least a couple of different leathers. So it's coming Florentine, it's coming pebbled, and it was also released last year in Cabriolet. And I picked up virtually every color in Cabriolet, including the white. And Monday morning, before I headed out, after I saw Mo's video, I moved into my Cabriolet Russell. And usually, I don't worry about like spots and stains and stuff. I kind of just let things go. And I was going to spray this bag before I carried it because, you know, it's body oil, it's hand lotion, it's, you know, all of those things going on that can kind of attract and have dirt stick to it. But I did not. And overall, I am very pleased with the wear and the fact that it traveled so well. Now, I did have one spot here that I did get. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but because the bag isn't coated, my mother-in-law suggested that I just take either a Tide pen or a little bit of the bathroom scrubbing bubbles on like a washcloth or microfiber cloth that does something that doesn't have color transfer. One more time, and spot clean that spot. So I'm gonna do that, but as you can see, I have not yet moved out. This bag was amazing this week. I was able to keep the keys in the back and my hotel key because it changed. I changed hotels 3 times this week. So I always knew where my hotel key was and the keys to the rental car. And because I don't normally change bags on Mondays, I did not change out anything. I kept my same Coach pouch, which probably at this point could also use a little bit of spot cleaning. I kept my double zip wallet, which actually worked out perfectly. I was very pleased with the color combo there. So these two from a catch-all and a wallet standpoint. And you can definitely tell that this is not white against the Russell. So that was in there. I had a little bit of a to-do list this week. So I had my brown sugar university notebook that I was able to kind of keep tabs of things this week. My Henry Bendel sunglass case, COVID pack, pen pouch from Coach. I picked up on the go some Lysol wipes. They had these at Target at the cash wrap for like 99 cents. And I had this, so I started the week with a full-size pack of Clorox wipes to like wipe and disinfect everything from the rental car to the room to the bathroom counter, you name it. And as I used those and the pack got a little bit lighter, it ended up going into my luggage with the Lysol. But I still felt like I needed a small pack of wipes in my purse. So I ran into Target and picked those up. My car charger for my personal phone. I'm always okay if my work phone dies, but my personal phone, I'm not. My Vera Bradley pill pouch, my 5 gum in the hard pack, a couple of masks that clearly have escaped being in the pouch that haven't been used this week. I had some Purell packs, easy grab, and a toilet seat cover in here. A brush, some hand cream, a pen, which is supposed to be in my work bag because I don't let random pens in my bag. My coin case, which was in the pocket. I also had Rice Krispie treat and a pure organic fruit bar. My Lucas Pawpaw ointment. I love this lip stuff. Like this, the Neosporin lip treatment, and my Sol de Janeiro lip butter. Those three are in heavy rotation because under a mask, I don't have lipstick on at all, ever. But I do have a really good lip conditioner. And what else do I have in here? I've got a brush. This is a hand cream from MAC that I stocked tons and tons of back in the day, and I'm finally using those. And then I have, don't judge me, I have a K-cup for black tea. And I don't know why I have that, because I never use the Keurigs or coffee makers in hotels, like ever. I just have a phobia of what people can do to those things, so it's an easy pass for me. But I carried the K-cup because we do have them in the office and I don't have concerns about them there. So that was in there, but clearly I didn't use it this week because I graced the to-go, the curbside, the pickup, the inside of Starbucks every single morning. All right, let me get this stuff put back in here. Okay, so Mo has finally convinced me that my medium Russell is everyday handbag worthy, and I will just have to learn to live with the straps. What I will say though, for those of you that like Russell, or maybe you weren't good with the Pebble, maybe you didn't want the Florentine, maybe it wasn't in your price point, if you missed out on the Cabriolet version, keep your eyes open for those. It came in a ton of different colors. I got red, blue, or red, navy, the white, I got khaki. I don't think I got it in black because I have black in 2 sizes of the Florentine version of the bag. But I got the claret color. I got the smoke gray, I think it is. So they were a great price at one point, and I picked those up and decided I needed to at least move into one. So that is the first thing for this week. All right, so here's the next. Remember when I got Genoa, the Alto Genoa from Dooney and Burke, which was released at the beginning of the season, and it was on sale, and it was before they realized that they had the large size price mixed up with the small size price. They had them actually reversed. I ordered the bag, and I have lived in this bag this summer. I only recently changed, so I carried the Brahmin Copacabana bag for a week, and then I moved back into Genoa, and then on Monday I moved into the Cabriolet, the canvas, not Cabriolet, Russell. And then on Friday, when I got back, I went out Friday night, and I moved back into Copacabana, the Brahmin bag, for Friday night, and then moved back into Russell. So I have been a little bit in and out. But this bag, this was an amazing summertime carry. And I know summer is not officially over. I know we still have a couple more weeks Fall won't get here until September, but I at least wanted to give an update on the wear, the tear, the carry of this bag in case maybe Labor Day weekend, maybe during the holiday season, this bag gets to a price and it's available and you're interested in pulling the trigger on it. This Alto Genoa was my everyday bag carry. It did also travel with me, and the setup, of course, was a little bit different in the interior because this bag has a center zip. It does not have a shoulder strap. It also does not have an outside pocket. It does not have feet under the bottom. If there is anything about the carry of this bag that has really, really bothered me is the fact that it did not have feet under the bottom. All of those dings, scratches, dents, whatever you want to call it, those are all of my love marks from carrying this bag because she was absolutely flawless. So when I revealed her, I'm going to give you a little bit of a side profile view here so that you can see the texture. There is some rub, some lift here in the front and back side panel textile, but it's not a lot. It is not nearly the wear, the fuzz, the fizz that I thought that it would have after continual, heavy, everyday rotation use. Now, because because it's not a full leather bag, what I will likely do before I pack this bag away is, one, I'm going to, with a mild soap and a microfiber cloth and a non-bleach containing cleaner, I am just going to kind of lightly clean the front and back panels of this bag. I don't know that I will film that or not, but I'm telling you what I'm going to do before I put it away. The other thing that I am planning to do is, several years ago, and some of you probably have one of these yourself, there was a QVC product called a gleaner, and that gleaner was like a little hand, almost like a little squeegee that you would use for, it kind of had a handle like you would use for the shower or maybe your windshield for your car, but it had these blades on it that you could change out and get like the peeling off of like sweaters or pants or, you know, any kind of linens. And I think with the lightest blade on my gleaner, I would be able to kind of just lightly go over the top of this to get a little bit of that fuzz that picked up off. You can kind of see it. Let's see if you can. It's probably worse on the back than it is on the front, but the light is better on this side. So I'm going to try to get all of that little fuzz off without disturbing the actual weave pattern of the textile. So there you have the sides. It did get, I mean, it's Alto leather, it's structured, and once it kind of, I think once I stuff it, it'll kind of round itself back out. You can see there's a little bit of what do I want to call that? That is, there's some wear. I guess we'll just call it wear here on the leather. But I don't know that it would have been as noticeable if it didn't get shiny because of some of the oils in my hand. So that, you know, it's not the whole side of the bag. At one point, I did have something in my bag that was probably not positioned leather friendly here in the side. It's the same thing, Closet Dive. It kind of took a toll here on the corner, and it also did the same thing on the bottom here. I don't know what I had stored on this side of the bag, but clearly the bottom, the leather didn't like it. And then here is this side. And you can still see, so now this is the back side of the bag on the light. This is the back, this is the side that was always closest to my body. And you can see it also has just a little bit of lifting in the textile. Interior, well, I guess we can take a look at the handles because it was always carried by the handles, no other option. Hand and over the crook of the arm, and you can tell right here in the center versus the leather being still really crisp and smooth here on the sides. You can tell where it got some love here in the center of the straps, and I'm fine with that. It will continue to wear and get better. It was a little, as I started carrying it, it did feel like I had a new belt on my arm. Like it just wasn't 100% comfortable when I first started. But as some of the oils and use and the leather kind of started to wear in, the straps over the arm and by hand was a lot more comfortable as the leather broke in here across the top. Still stiff on the sides. That makes sense. I didn't do a lot of manipulating or anything with the sides of the straps, but the tops are far more comfortable than they were. The leather tab pull, at first I said I wasn't going to use it, but then it didn't make sense not to if I was going to do a true, you know, wear update on the bag after heavy use for several months, which it's been 3 months, believe it or not. So at times when I first started with the bag, I used the top one. And then as my carry grew a little bit more, I started using the bottom one. I also realized that the top one pulled the top of the bag a little closer, and I didn't want to necessarily have to go in and out through the tongue and loop, the leather closure every time to like get my sunglasses in and out. So by switching from the top one to the bottom one, it actually gave a little bit more room so that I was able to get my keys in and out with no problems. So I could get my keys in and out. I could also, that's a receipt. I could also get my sunglasses in and out with no problems, and with everything else still in there, I didn't have to worry about, maybe that's what caused that. Is that one? That probably is. That wears from my keys. It fit right in the groove, and they're always on this side. So that's what that is. So you wouldn't have to worry about that if you don't have like a little angel holding your keys. I was trying to figure out like what caused that. So that's the rub from that, and I can get my keys in and out without having to open the bag. And then with the bottom, and I couldn't do it with the top, I was also able to get my sunglasses out, in and out without, in the hard case, without worrying about undoing the bag. Interior. Okay, center zip. Let's talk about it because I have center zips in my collection, but most of them are in alto bags because I've just had to learn to live with it for the sake of the bag because that's just how they're designed. What I ended up doing was keeping the items that I reached for most often in the four corners of the bag. So keys, my sunglasses, my wallet, and my phone filled the four corners. And then everything else was in the front and back side of the zipper. And then the interior of the zipper, because I hate center zips, I actually put things in the center zip that I reached for least often. So things like my coin case was in the center zip. My COVID pack was in the center zip. Why? Because I always leave the house with a fresh mask, so I only need to get in there if, you know, I lose a mask, drop a mask, an elastic breaks, which I've never had. And then I also kept in the pocket my little Lysol, I'm sorry, not Lysol, but my little Purell, so that I could easily get those without having to do a whole lot of touching on the inside of my bag in order to get hand sanitizer out. So that worked out well for me. And so much, in fact, that I have the wheat color in Alto that was gifted to me that I've shared here on the channel, and it will soon go into rotation, and I will see how it wears because it does not have the textile panel. So overall, was this worth the money? Absolutely. I enjoyed this bag. Compliments from both men and women. It's summertime, so it absolutely went with everything. Whether I was in t-shirts and shorts, whether I was in a maxi dress, or whether I was in a suit for work, sneakers, sandals, heels, it did not matter. This bag worked. It is absolutely worth the spend, and that's even without the bottom having feet. Although I think that was a huge, huge miss that the bottom did not come with feet. So I'm pleased. Every ding, scratch, high, low, crease, you name it, I did it because it was perfect coming out of the bag. So that works for me. I don't want to get a bag and it feels like it is already broken in. It's my job to do that as the owner. All right, so let's see. I've got a couple more things. Let's see. Hello, Rosalind. Happy Sunday. Who else has joined? Hi, Mo. You're in the enabler corner for an earlier segment. Enjoy. DJ King, Mrs. Q. Welcome. Hello, Carmen. Happy Sunday, Brina. I think I've got everyone else. Sunflowerish, Q, B, Bianca, Ingrid, Keisha M. I think I've got everyone else. Life Help Now, CF, Dazzle Me 77, says what? And I know that I do not have 32 people that are participating in the actual chat. Hi, Coach Craze. So those of you that are watching in stealth mode, go ahead and drop a hi in the chat. I'm sure that the ladies will love to engage with you. All right, so the last two things that I have. So there is a purchase that I am contemplating on ILD. And I have the bag in nylon. And I'm going to show it to you. I have not carried it yet. But I'd like to get the conversation started in the chat. Hi, Bat Crazy. Or if you're watching this on the replay, I'd like to know your thoughts on using this particular bag as a wallet or as a grab and go piece. Now, let me pause there. I know some of you are going to be like, DA, it's a crossbody. It is not a wallet. It's too big, right? Everybody carries things differently. I'm just going to ask that you take all of your objections before you even hear and see what it is. Take all of those objections, put them aside for a few minutes, listen to my thoughts on it, put your thinking cap on, and just help me figure out whether or not you think it will work, right? It may not work for you. I'm asking you to help me figure out if it will work for me, okay? And if you get inspired to try using it a little bit differently, then high five, mission accomplished. So there was a few weeks back, probably over a month ago, I remember Mono's Beauty sent me a text message, and there was a ILD item that was on eBay being sold by ILD, but it was getting an additional discount code, and it was like a phenomenal price. Many of you purchased it. If you are following Mono's Beauty, you have seen it on her channel. It is a small nylon crossbody pochette style, and she cut the straps off and is using it as an oh so perfect catch-all for all of the stuff that goes on in our bags. So it made me start thinking that I have this crossbody that I picked up in nylon that you've seen, and I started thinking that I should probably take a closer look at this. Why? Because it is on sale on ILD in Florentine in 3 colors: red, navy, and ecru. Now, you know, anything for me, red is a go. Like, I don't have to think about that. But I do need to consider the function. Navy, I have tons of stuff in navy, and if it works, why not get it in navy? And ecru, I'm building my own little arsenal of ecru and neutral pieces, but I'm not so sure that I need the ecru. But we're talking for demonstration purposes, because I know I have some visual learners, so to speak. So I wanted to pull this one out so that you have an idea of what I'm talking about, but I'm contemplating the red and the navy in Florentine on ILD. It is currently on sale for $99 with the discount code, I think it's SALE in all caps. Okay, so crossbody. First thing is, it is smaller. This is more like Dooney Carrington size. It is smaller than what many of us are using as catch-alls or maybe even wallets. So that also means it's going to be smaller than the Ruby and Cash Target $5 pouches that clearly have escaped us this summer because I've not found them. If you have, let me know, because I will jump on Target.com while this video is uploading. So that, just to give you kind of a size reference. It also has an outside pocket. Now, this pocket is lined, and this pocket is large enough for any of your smartphones, Android, Apple, with or without a slim case, with or without like an OtterBox Defender or commuter case, with or without a pop socket. It's gonna work. You could also probably store your little iPad mini on the back side of this. All right, I'm thinking about it as a wallet, and maybe even using one of my wristlet straps to make sure that it is grab and go worthy when I do decide to use it. Okay, so smaller than a Carrington, smaller than a Target Ruby and Cash pouch, and it has an outside pocket. It also has hardware so that if you wanted to switch out the strap and use it for 10,000 other straps that we've purchased, or if you wanted to use maybe like a strap that you found on Amazon, or that you have found at HB, or maybe you've got the little chain straps that you've picked up either from Amazon or Coach, you have that option if you wanted to take another strap with you and convert it. Also, if you have a leather punch and knew for a fact that you did not want to use this as a crossbody, you could actually, because this has the center section, the center, the third, is it the third? I don't know that. So anyway, you could shorten this strap and put, using your leather punch, add some additional holes, and actually shorten the strap to that of the length of maybe like a Nolita. Okay. All right. Then underneath the flap, you have a magnet closure and another pocket. And this pocket is actually the wallet space because it has 6 card slots in here. So think about now, it's reversed because if you were using this as it was designed as a crossbody, you would be looking down into the section and you would be able to see your cards and IDs this way because the card slots are on the outside pocket. But for me, that's not going to work if I'm using it as a wallet. So, but you've got a place here for 6 card slots, and they have some space in them. So if you needed to like double, triple, or even maybe even quadruple the number of cards in each one of the slots, you could use this as a full wallet. And if you needed a place to maybe stick an extra mask, if you didn't have it on the back, you could put that in there. If you were looking to put maybe an ink pen, one that has a really good cap that's not going to ink up the inside, you could do that. Your chapstick, maybe you're still a checkbook carrier, you've got room to put the checkbook there. But this would kind of serve as your wallet. So phone, wallet, cash, and then, now just so you know, Rosa, it doesn't have a slip here and there isn't a space behind the cards, but you could use the open space absolutely for cash. And then on the interior, this kind of becomes the grab and go, catch all, overflow of things that you might not otherwise be able to fit inside. Let's say a slim wallet, a zip around wallet, a wristlet, an Alice, a bifold wallet. You would be able to then open this baby up and you still have organization. So if you wanted to drop coins in the inside in the zipper pocket, you have that option. There is also a slip. So you got a zipper pocket on the back wall, because there's the back pocket. So there's your back pocket that you could drop coins in. You could drop chapstick. You could drop hand sanitizer. If you're one of those people that like once you kind of get towards the end of the day and you're like, oh my goodness, I need to get out of my earrings, or my anklet is bothering me, right? You've got jewelry that you're trying to, discard. You've got the zipper pocket, so you could do that in the inside. If you are one of those people that maybe carry like the Crystal Light liquids or the Crystal Light pack so that you have them for water, you could drop that in there. Maybe some snacks if you wanted to. If you are chapstick or lip scrub, or I just think that you could do all kinds of things with this. Not to mention, the weather is about to get cold, and I know that sometimes I usually keep my gloves in my pockets so that when I put my hands in, right, the right glove is in the right spot and the left glove is in the right spot. But maybe you're in a situation, or maybe you're in an office or a conference room or something where you've left your coat or your space, but you have other things that you need. You could drop that stuff in here and easily take it to the conference room with no issues. Additionally, maybe you've got something on that doesn't have pockets, but you still want to keep your gloves close by because there's nothing worse than a missing glove other than a missing sock. You could put your gloves in here in the winter. If you are, I can remember when we did the tent sale and we all had like hand warmers and foot warmers and stuff like that. You can add those to the inside so that you have that. If you're weird and have like, I don't know, a K-cup because they don't have your kind at the office, I've got that in there, and it's just dropped right down in my bag. Y'all, I feel like in talking through it with you, I think I've made my decision. Don't y'all buy them all, because I know how y'all do. When I get off of here, they won't even be available for me to pick up. But I think in Florentine, $99. Listen, stocking stuffers, your mother-in-law, your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, the neighbor, if you've got like a tutor, a nanny that's maybe been helping out, maybe you've got a nurse or CNT or somebody that's been coming to the house to help you with your aging parents so that you're able to work. Maybe it's, I don't know. There are just, especially if you have some points and you're getting that notification from Dooney that says that you have points that are about to expire, you can literally get this for $69 in Florentine leather and a pick of 3 different colors, 3 amazing basic colors. You've basically got your red, your white, and your blue. Pick one. If it's somebody that's more professional, maybe go with the blue. If there's somebody that's a little bolder, more into color, a little bit more edgy, go with the red. If you're looking for something a little bit more chic, tailored, polished, go with the ecru. You cannot go wrong. Crossbody, shoulder bag, adjustable. I just feel like, confession, I probably have been spending too much time on Dooney, hoping, praying, looking, wishing, hoping, praying, wishing, looking, hoping, praying, wishing, and looking some more for anything, something new. And in the absence of it, I have started to kind of go back and look at some of the things that at one point were on my radar, but now it's available in leather. And quite honestly, I think I paid $99 for this one because of the summer collection when it was available. That feels about what we paid for these. So I am looking at things through a different lens, and part again for the reason that Mo is in the penthouse at the Enabler Corner is because she did a little bit of early morning scrolling and figured out that whole thing from Facebook and shared, because I hadn't been on Facebook, right? The cutting off of the straps, that was on Facebook. She shared it, got my wheels spinning, and now I have revisited that idea with this beauty. I think it will work as a crossbody. I think it would be far nicer with a chain strap on it. I think it will just add a little bit more polish, a little bit more dressiness to it that maybe the leather strap doesn't have or doesn't offer. You'd be able to put the leather strap with all of your other straps, because eventually you will find a use or a need or bag that this will work with. And in the meantime, you have an amazing wallet that has super size functionality, because you've got your phone, your mask, you've got your wallet and some other essentials, and then you have your catch-all all in one. I think that idea could absolutely help to consolidate 1 or 2 pouches if you are a frequent pouch user. So I'm going to be sure to check out the comments at the end. So let me know what you think of this idea. If you're in the chat, hit the thumbs up for me. I would really appreciate that, because we still have one more thing to talk about. And if you are watching on the replay, please make sure that 1, you hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and also leave a comment and let me know what you think about this idea in red, white, or blue Florentine on ILD, $99. All right. I may have talked myself in the 3rd color. Okay. So last week I did a little bit of I kind of feel like it's the affordable, everywhere accessible accessories when I shared some of the things that I've picked up on Amazon. And Around the city of Atlanta this summer, in my in and out, I have been seeing a style bag that would have otherwise never caught my attention, ever. So I kind of looked for the bag, not real seriously. As I've seen people with the bag, I've been trying to, see if I can tell what logo it has on it. But I have not stopped any of the ladies that have had this bag and asked them what brand is it, where did you find it. All right, so fast forward, I am on Neiman's website looking at MCM bags, and I start getting a little bit creative in the bags that I'm looking for, right? Just kind of keywords. And I found a version of this bag, and it was $350. Yeah. And I know you're thinking, like, okay, $350. You spent that on a bag before. You're damn right I have. But it usually has like leather. It usually has a brand, some long durability that I can expect. It's something that I've been stalking. It's not something new. It's not in a material that I'm not familiar with from a handbag standpoint. So I was like, all right, Neiman Marcus, I'm not giving you $350 for this. But now that I know where I can find it, I can go and have Google help me find something comparable. And Google sent me to a couple of different sites, and every site, the bag price got better. And I thought, okay, well, that's moving in the right direction because I don't know if this is going to last. I don't know if I'm really going to carry it. I don't know if the bottom structure is going to actually carry my regular wear. I don't know if it's a bag that I just like seeing on other people, but would I actually carry it? So I went to go visit, that amazing place called Amazon. And I was doing some late scrolling, and I started getting creative again in my search. And it was like the gates to the Amazon opened up, and all different colors and prints and designs in this bag opened up, and I had like 5 of them in my cart. And I said, you know what? Order one, see how it goes, save all of the others that caught your attention to your Amazon list, to your purchase later, and see how it goes. So we're going to see whether this is a hit or whether it is a miss. But what I will tell you is it was less than $50, and there is no way I am going to Neiman's to give them $350 because neoprene should not cost that much when it comes to a bag. So, you guys, this is so different for me, but I was curious. And the folks that I have seen this bag style on, it looks so good. It reminds me of just like a yoga mat bag. It is designed in Europe. It has these bungee style cords. This one is made in China, but it is designed in Europe. The ones on Neiman's also are a European designer, so I feel good about that. So let's take a look. Let's see. All right. I got two-tone because I thought whether summer, spring, winter, or fall, the gray would work, and so with the white. It does come snaps on the side. there is the little logo, and it is, what are we calling it? It is the Pole Tribe, and it's a carrier tote. So it says the stylish Pole Tribe neoprene carrier bag is designed to look exquisitely beautiful whether strolling the streets or at the studio. Lightweight and durable. We hope you love it as much as we do. So I also have a red one in my cart. It does have a bottom, like a shaper. So I'm going to put that in here. It has like the bungee style cords, but they do not stretch. And it has a little clutch, grab and go, wristlet, whatever you want to call it, piece pouch. And it does come off. So even if I never use this, it could work on maybe this. Not this one, but red, black, and white, the blue, black, and white, the ecru and white. I could make that work. So even if I never use the little piece, it would work there. Let me get this looped back on here. And then interior is black, but it's got the little breathability hole, so maybe it'll provide a little bit of light in the bag or the accessory if I use it that way. Let's get the bag set up so that I can see whether I built up this hype in my own head or whether I'm going to love it. It does have a warranty. It says, "Hi and thanks for buying from Pole Tribe. Register for our warranty program to receive extended buyer protection and a chance to get our new releases at reduced prices." We've got so much cool gear coming. And then there's a place for you to register, to email them. They will confirm the warranty, new releases. They are open to you sharing feedback with them on both their Facebook and their Instagram page. And they also have a QR code for quick response. So that was in the interior. No pockets or anything on the inside. It does, again, have the snaps on the side, so you can use it wide open or you can snap it for a little bit more of a tailored look. And it has the base shaper. So let's see. I'm going to get the silica packet out. And I'm going to get the base here. See, and I'm going to throw some things in here to see if it's going to hold or sag, how it's going to fit, if it is going to work for me, because as I said, I have several others in different colors in my cart. Okay. All right, so I didn't pull everything, but I do have some things, and there is the look. And let me see how this hardware. Oh, okay. So it's got a little bit of a magnet pull on the side. I like even though the hardware seems to be light. Let me see what it's going to look like if it's going to hold. So it is holding. Has anyone else seen this style bag? Is it just me? Let me see if I can get the chat up. Let's get the live chat. There are always some things that catch your attention and you're like, why do I notice that every time I see it? Or why is it catching my attention? So this one was like 42 bucks. There is a red one that I have in my cart that right now I think is on like a deal of the day. It's like 35 bucks. But I don't know. I don't know why it caught my attention except the ladies that I saw carrying this style bag. One, they had it open. It was not cinched. So those, they were already my kind of ladies, right? Because it's a big bag. But, and I love the fact that it doesn't sag under the bottom, but it is really, really lightweight. The straps are unusual. They don't dig. They're staying in place. I don't know, but I was not going to give Neiman's $350. It to me, it's not a $350 bag. It's a $50 bag. It's a $35 bag. And if you go and find some of the prints, I saw them at Dillard's. I also saw them at Belk. It's maybe, some of them maybe $80, $90 if it's a design or shape or something that you really love. But on the go, if you're like, because it's coming up like farmer's market, apple picking, if you've got somebody that needs a baby bag or an on-the-go baby bag, or maybe mom has a really nice bag and dad's like, I'm not carrying a pink bag. I don't care how, like, this would be something really easy. And look how much stinking space is still left in here. Look at this. Okay. Okay. This right here, when you think about a grab and go accessory, this is like soccer mom, basketball, football. This is, I think, would make a great commuter bag if you're like on the train, on the bus. If you have a laptop, but you're not into the traditional laptop bag, or maybe you are, but because of COVID, you're not necessarily carrying all of your stuff back into office, because it has that support in the bottom, it would absolutely work. Let's see here. It will, let me show you that up close. So because of the material, I mean, so far off, it looks like there's a dent, like maybe there's even a tear there, but it's just the way that it was folded. So I think it's gonna relax, but it's soft, it's squishy. It is more lightweight than Russell, because Russell still has the feet, it has leather, it's got the zipper, it's got more hardware. These little cords, think about bungee cords without the stretch. It's not going to be for everybody. I get it. But you know what? I'm sharing. And I do believe I'm going to go ahead and get a red version. Oh my goodness, I love that. Especially once it kind of relaxes a little bit more. And let's see. It's a big bag. Definitely a tote girl. If you're not a big bag and a tote girl, I would say skip it. But I'm going to throw another, I'm going to see if I can get that kind of lined up. So let's see that. And we've got some, I'm going to throw another notebook in here. And I'm just trying to get it so that you can get a feel for, all right. Now let me see if I can. And did I mention it has a snap at the top as well? Let's see if with everything in there, even with everything in there, it's still staying snap. Y'all, there are Coach bags that don't have hardware that could have this much in it and the snap still stay together. I'm just saying. I'm not bashing Coach because I have my fair share of those bags that don't stay snapped. But I do want to point that out for emphasis related to the hardware, because hardware, y'all know I'm a little particular when it comes to hardware that doesn't stay together. All right, so let's take a look now at the inside of this bag. Can I get everything in here? So I've got like 3 books on the left, on my left, probably your right. There are 2 journals, plus there is a little daily devotional. I've got sunglasses, Vera Bradley pill pouch back here. I've got the pen pouch, Coach, double zip wallet. I've got another notebook. I've got plenty of journals and notebooks in here. And it has, I also have here at the front my little COVID pouch thing as well. For those of you that are getting ready to enter into rainy season, snowy season, you need some place to drop your gloves, your scarf, your sweater, maybe even your coat throughout the day to keep it safe, I think that would be good. I'm hoping that this is going to relax a bit more since I'm not planning to close the sides. Again, I picked it up from Amazon because I just thought Neiman's, I would need to see the one in Neiman's and see that it is worthy of a whole $300 more than what this company is charging for it on Amazon. And of course, with me being Prime, it arrived in 2 days, and it was on my porch when I got back home from my travels this week. So I could not wait to take it out of the packet so that you could all see it together. Black lining, but again, you're getting a little bit of light to come through. And here again is, let me show you the interior without the back shaper. Uh-oh, come back. Let's see. There we go. There, that's the view. That's the angle right there. All right, so that's the bottom. And I'll post the link afterwards, Suz. I'll text it to you. And here it is. Now, I guess if there's anything I would have loved for the base shaper to, I don't know, have maybe some snaps or something so that it doesn't move around. Maybe once it relaxes and I get, you know, the weight back in there, it will stay. But it'd make a great beach bag. If you need a place to like carry your yoga mat into the studio if you're going back in, you know, for yoga, it would work for that. But it is just so squishy. And I just feel like this is gonna, that it was, of course, folded in the packet. I feel like this is going to relax. And part of that is because the bags that I saw out in the wild didn't have like the creases and folds on them. And I'm sure that they're all being packaged and shipped pretty similarly, even the ones at Neiman's. So I've got a feeling that this is going to relax just a bit. It is washable, but not, the company does not recommend you throwing it in the washing machine, but more of a spot clean. So you can do that. And it has the piping that goes all the way under the bottom. And these also help to keep the bottom from sagging. It's got a little bit of support because it pulls, you know, through. So it's not just this under the bottom. You've got a little bit of support. And then you've got, again, the snaps on the side here. Did you hear that? Both sides, so you could shape shifted if you wanted to. And then in the center as well, you've got the little tabs here. And listen to that. And with all of that weight that I put in there, y'all, so I saw I had this still on my shoulder, and the strap, the snap, did not come undone. Mo, what is it? The Central Tote 39 doesn't have that ability, and I'm not getting on Mo. We've had that conversation and talked about the hardware on that bag. And this one, weighed down, did not pop the snap, so it would definitely hold. So I think I'm gonna move my stuff in here and see if I can get it to relax this week. And maybe this will not only be an update in a future video, but it's possible that by the end of the week I will have purchased the other colors that I'm interested in. They have a red. They have a red cloud, so it's red that has like a little bit of black, not necessarily marbling to it, but it's got a little bit of color dimension to it, but I just want the solid red one. They also have a olive green with, I think it has the black side panels. It is gorgeous, and y'all know I don't do greens, but that one did catch my eye, and it's in my cart. They also had a gorgeous navy. They had a solid navy. They had a navy with the black side panels. And I think they also had it with white. So 3 different versions. Plus they had the navy in the cloud, similar to the red that has like a little bit of black in it. They also had a chocolate brown one. It was so pretty. So I don't know where the ladies in Atlanta have picked theirs up from. Maybe everybody has been running to Neiman's to get theirs. Thou shalt not follow them there. But I've seen this in a few different spaces and places with different women, and I just decided I needed to find it. Funny thing, and Rosalind, I think you will get this one, right? So we're out getting my car detailed, and my friend says to me, why don't you just ask the lady where she got her bag? You've already complimented her. Just ask her where she got her bag. And I looked at him and said, what? I'm not doing that. That takes all of the fun out of the search for the bag. So it's only been about 10 days since that all happened, and here in 10 days, I've not only found the budget-friendly version, I found the designer version. It's ordered, it's here, it's shown up on YouTube, and not one time did I have to ask where she got her bag. I simply complimented her on how nice it looked with, what she was wearing. So it's not for everyone, and that's fine, but I was super excited to not only find it, not having any details, but also being able to find it at a try it now price, and that I was able to get it in 2 days with no issues from Amazon. So I will post the link down below as soon as this upload ends, and that's it. We covered a lot of stuff tonight. I feel like it was like the midterm for like a handbag final or something. I appreciate you hanging out. Please make sure that you hit the thumbs up before you depart. If you have not yet subscribed, I kindly ask that you do so, and would remind you to hit the bell alert so that you do not miss any future uploads or live streams. I hope that you have an amazing week, that you have some time off coming up to enjoy the Labor Day holiday, and until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care.